The texts that shouldn't exist. Episode 1. It was supposed to be just another weekend hike. October 14th, 2022. A crisp fall morning in Oregon. 26-year-old Lauren Reyes packed her day pack, laced up her hiking boots, and left her Portland apartment alone. She left behind no sign that anything was wrong. She didn't leave a note. She didn't seem upset. She didn't cancel any appointments. She just left. That was the last time anyone saw her. 2 weeks later, her sister Emily received a text message at 2:13 a.m. It was from Lauren's number. It read, "I'm okay. Don't look for me. I just needed to get away." But the phrase "I just needed to get away" wasn't public. It wasn't something Lauren had said. It was something she had written in a private journal that only Emily had ever read. This wasn't just a strange message. It was a message that should not have been possible. Who was Lauren? Lauren Reyes was an illustrator, a nature lover, and someone who found peace in solitude. She had recently left a full-time job to freelance and spend more time outdoors. Described as sensitive, kind, and introspective, she often documented her experiences through sketching and journaling. But in the weeks leading up to her disappearance, something shifted. Emily, her sister, says Lauren became distant. She started sleeping with the lights on. Her journal entries, usually filled with poetic observations about the trees and rivers, had turned darker. Lauren had written about feeling eyes on her even when she was alone. She changed her routines. She stopped visiting her regular coffee shop. She told Emily she was having nightmares. And she started saying things like, "I don't think it's all in my head anymore." The last known day. On the morning of October 14th, Lauren got in her Subaru Outback and drove east toward the Columbia River Gorge. At 10:15 a.m., she sent a text to a friend. "Here. Starting the trail now." That was the last time anyone heard from her. 2 days later, a couple hiking near the Joaquina Falls trailhead reported an abandoned vehicle. Inside was Lauren's car, locked. The keys were in the cup holder. Her backpack was missing. Her phone was gone. Nothing looked broken or disturbed. It looked like she had parked it, stepped out, and vanished into thin air. The search. Over the next 10 days, local authorities organized one of the largest search efforts in the region's recent history. They used helicopters with thermal imaging, teams of dogs and volunteer hikers. Drones scanned the ravines. Rescue workers rappelled down cliffs, checked riverbanks, and combed the dense mossy woods. Despite clear weather and perfect visibility, not a single piece of evidence was found. No torn fabric, no dropped gear, no signs of a struggle, no blood, no tracks. Lauren seemed to have left no trace, not even a footprint. Authorities called it eerily clean. A veteran ranger who had worked over 50 missing person cases said he'd never seen anything like it. The message 2 weeks later, Emily Reyes received the now infamous message. At 2:13 a.m., her phone buzzed. She was half asleep when she saw it. "I'm okay. Don't look for me. I just needed to get away." At first, Emily thought it might be Lauren, but dread crept in quickly. That phrase, "I just needed to get away," was something Lauren had written in a journal entry titled, "If I Disappeared." Emily had read it months before. Lauren had never posted those words online. She never said them aloud. No one should have known that line existed. Police traced the message back to a cell tower near a warehouse district 11 miles west of the trailhead. The area had storage units, fencing, and a few active businesses. Most of the buildings were empty or under renovation. One unit stood out, hash 314, It was rented by Lauren's ex-boyfriend, Ryan Mallard. They had broken up nearly a year prior. The relationship, friends said, ended badly. Lauren told Emily Ryan had a temper, but she never filed a report. They hadn't spoken in months, or so everyone thought. Ryan, when questioned, was in Boise, Idaho. He had time-stamped surveillance showing he was hundreds of miles away. His alibi checked out, but police were still granted a warrant to search the unit. Inside Unit 314, investigators found a hidden room built out of plywood. It had a mattress, canned food, a folding table, a water jug, and a burner phone with no SIM card. A half-used journal sat nearby. Forensics confirmed it. Lauren had been there. Her fingerprints were on the burner phone, the water jug, and the notebook. The burner phone contained a single draft text. "I think someone's following me." The notebook had 3 disturbing entries. "He doesn't know I'm here, but someone else might. I hear them outside at night. They wait until I turn off the light. I don't think they're looking for Ryan." There were no signs of forced entry at the unit. The surveillance system had been offline for 3 days prior to the text being sent. The storage company blamed a power surge. At this point, speculation exploded. Some believed Lauren had staged her disappearance. Others were convinced she was abducted. A popular theory suggested she may have been hiding from a stalker and used Ryan's unit as a known but secret location to lay low. But that didn't explain everything. How did she get there without being seen? If someone was after her, who were they? And why use a quote from her journal to throw off her family? Theories ranged from trafficking to mental health crisis to occult involvement. Police, however, offered no firm direction. The case remains officially open, but inactive. To this day, Lauren Reyes has not been found. No digital footprint, no banking activity, no confirmed sightings, nothing. Emily continues to push for answers. She's gone through every page of Lauren's journals, every photo, every old voicemail, but the clues don't add up. Every time something seems to make sense, another detail breaks the logic apart. All that's left is the message, and the memory of a woman who felt hunted, even when she was alone. Was Lauren trying to disappear? Or was someone else using her words to make sure no one came looking? And who sent that message at 2:13 a.m.? Was it Lauren herself, or someone who knew her better than anyone should have? The truth, if it exists, is buried in silence. What do you think happened to Lauren Reyes? Drop your theory in the comments, and stay tuned for episode 2. When a woman vanishes in California and her phone rings weeks later. On the line, a child's voice, whispering GPS coordinates.